Hello, and welcome to Blues Butthole's review of Beastars episode 11 and 12. Before we get into it, my ratings would be a 3 out of 5 for both.
Oh, in yeah, I'd say yeah.
Yeah, they're about average film. They're about not average films, fucking average episodes for an anime. I'm
And we'll start with the first one.
yeah, of course. So the first one, the fight scene,
That's
was
episode 12, right?
episode 11.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
The fight scene, the episode 11, the fight scene in the start. I'm glad that they started out with that because the pacing for these episodes were quite terrible. So it got me grabbed into, like, it'll grab you back into the series really good if you've made it this far so far.
hmm
And the weird little Louis twist,
yeah,
that really shocked me. I didn't see that coming at all.
yeah. It kind of came out of nowhere and then like was gone really fast too. Just like oh
Like,
whoa.
they didn't foreshadow that he was gonna go nuts or anything. Like, he just. And I want to address the fact that, like, he just, like, magically appeared there. Like, they didn't address how he made it to the building and how they didn't see him. Like, they didn't
I mean,
pass
if
him.
Legoshi got there, Legoshi
Yeah.
ran there.
Yeah, I mean, but I think when they were leaving the building, they should have ran into him. I just feel that, like, that should have been the thing.
I don't know. I feel like it made more sense because he arrived after. I
No,
think
he
it's
didn't arrive after.
because I
He was
mean I don't.
he arrived well when they were walking out, and Buddy was about to shoot them with the gun, and then Louis was like shot the gun out of his hand.
Yeah, but I mean the building's big. I thought like he would have entered and then would have hid away from them.
Why would he do? Why would he be hiding away? Why would he hide
I don't
away
think he
from
wanted to be
Legotian?
seen.
Yeah, I get that, but they
I
did.
don't think
I'm
he
just
wanted
saying,
to be.
like, they should have addressed at least him
Mhm.
going insane, at least, or the fact, or like,
Yeah.
why wasn't he, like, trying to be, like, what they needed to address that a lot more.
hmm Yeah,
It,
that's a little bit more because I get that he was becoming a little bit more cynical of like his role of trying to become the B star and stuff later. But it was kind of a jump to a kind of a far jump to the
yeah,
insanity
it
there.
was a
Though
huge
I know
leap
he's
to
got
it.
a pretty fucked up past. But still, like I don't know if it would have made more sense if because I don't think they even alluded that the Shishigami guys were even the same organization that were selling him that
Yeah,
owned
no,
him
they didn't.
when he was
They
on the
didn't.
market.
I don't remember them
It would
saying
make a
that it
lot
was
more sense.
specifically
I feel like
lions.
it would. Yeah, because I feel like the whole thing would make more sense if like because if he went there, killed the boss, if that was like a revenge kill, I could see then that would make more sense.
Yeah, but it just doesn't. It's like completely out of left field.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple things that left field, like her later when we get to the hotel.
Oh, I
Uh,
was gonna. I actually wanted to address I was actually enjoying the scene after the fight where, like, we were having a breather and they were eating, like,
yeah,
I don't know. I've been enjoying scenes that I've been enjoying stuff that's been doing, like, having a big build up and then letting the characters having, like, a nice little
Mhm.
somber moment afterwards. I don't know. It just feels like it's a well deserved breather after all that.
yeah. And honestly, I mean, I feel like it would have been the better decision not to have sex after something like that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Especially, yeah, I was kind of feeling weird. I was like, I don't think, like,
Because you're just
uh,
not mentally right.
not just that, but like she was kind of like sexually assaulted, and I know she wasn't like physically sexually assaulted, but she was sort of sexually assaulted, and I don't feel like you'd be able to get turned on after that.
Hmm. Or if you did, maybe not in the most healthy way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe that's what was going on with her, like trying to be eaten. Like maybe like she's gonna
Yeah.
start getting a bad instinctual fetish kind of combination going.
But I wish they explained a little bit more what that was about. They just kind of said like, oh, like that, like
That
that's
yeah,
this
those
common fact that we know that that's something that happens.
no, no,
Which I don't know if that's an
like
actual thing.
I don't, I never, I haven't heard that like herbivores just like instinctually want to be eaten after a while. I guess maybe
Hmm.
I guess there's some logic there, but I'm not that too familiar with like animals to be able to tell.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe I could look that up later.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I know that it was like an ending, but I wish they addressed in the last episode. They should have addressed the mystery with Tim more.
Yeah.
Like
That's
they're constantly showing him, but
that's why
they
this feels like this shouldn't. It feels like this like it was obviously like they didn't know how to cut this into to like 12 episodes, you know?
it just it's
If they're
if it
just
was
trying to
only
use
this,
too much or if they're just
I gotta say, if something happened and there wasn't another season and this was the only season we got, this would definitely be a terrible anime.
yeah.
Cause I mean, they start out with a wonderful mystery, and I understand that some episodes aren't going to be centered around it, but they should at least had one episode where one person was
Mhm.
looking into it at least.
It's obvious just like what's happening and it's they couldn't they just didn't know how to like put the manga into 12 episodes of like where it was like how, like obviously like once they got to that it's like I guess we have to stop it here because like it's we're gonna start going over on episodes so even though
Yeah,
that
I
we're not
just
in
feel
an
that
actual conclusive part because it goes deeper into the the manga like the manga doesn't just
I
like stop right there.
yeah I think I think this anime definitely deserved some kind of rewrites from them. I don't think they should have made it one for one for the manga. Like they could have made it a one for
they
one, but
they should have
they should have
they should
mixed
have
it
did
up
what
a
most
bit.
anime do. They should have did what most anime do and had it like 23 episodes,
Yeah, that would be good, but
right?
maybe.
Usually they're like 22 or 23 or 24,
Yeah, yeah,
especially
but
standalone ones, more the standalone ones.
yeah, I don't think this is supposed to be a standalone one though. I think they want this
Yeah,
to be
it's
an
not
ongoing
standalone, but
thing.
still,
Like they definitely
it
want
still
this to
feels
go.
like,
If I can tell that they definitely want this to go over 24 episodes, which I'm
hmm
going depending on season 2, I might not stick around for season 3 to be honest,
hmm
because season 1 is it's just it's really just too much of a slow build up, and if people literally had to wait between seasons, I can tell why I can see how people really don't care to return for season 2 because it's
hmm
like they have
yeah.
to.
I mean, I did. I had to wait.
Yeah,
I waited the longest.
which we're not gonna jump right into season 2, of course, but
No,
All right, so episode
but wait,
12. Oh wait,
yeah.
you wanted to get into something?
I kind of forgot what I was gonna say.
My bad.
Man,
All right, so getting into episode
no, it's good. I
12.
got distracted also because I was my stupid controller keeps turning off.
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay,
So episode 12
episode
was
12
the only reason why it gets a 3 is because it's a pretty good, solid ending for a season.
of like,
Though,
oh, don't worry, we didn't forget. You just have to wait till season two, like
yeah,
2.5 years later.
which I know can be quite aggravating,
Yes.
which I will get to know some of that
Postponed
because we're gonna
postponed
put
three
off.
times. The release date was postponed for the English release. Was postponed 3 times. Supposed to
Oh
be
man, that's gotta suck.
supposed to be January, actually, and then it was supposed to be like around in like April,
Um,
and then they postponed it to now.
to get a good view, we're gonna do an overview next week of the whole season one. Like we're gonna rate it and everything
Mhm.
after I get to mull it over and everything. But I think we're not gonna go to season two until
Yeah,
like December. That way I
true, true.
give it a give me a nice decent gap between, so I can kind of
Get a
simulate.
little flavor of how it felt.
Yeah, yeah. So there's not much I can say about season 12. I can joke around about how I want Haru and Juno to get together now.
They had a pretty good
That's
scene of her chasing her down.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I just it's inappropriate, but I just thought of all those adult videos that consist of a very big chick and a tiny chick on the when they were on the stairs. That's like instantly what popped in my head. I was like, oh okay.
Daddy like. Is this is are you is this making you into a furry?
now
let's
now
let's get a let's get the
oh
confessions out, the dark
we
confessions.
were actually supposed to address this. We were supposed to address this and we haven't. So I'm glad you brought it up. So is are you a furry if you don't want to be an anthropomorphic animal but still attracted
And
to
if
anthropomorphic animals?
I think so. I think at least you're like adjacent, you're furry adjacent.
Guys, I to be honest, I hate to bring this up, but I think like Dan from Game Grumps has the same issue.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's there's some psychology that could easily explain it, and especially on how they design them. And when you learn how perverted artists are, even for like, I mean, this of course is turned up a notch because I mean this doesn't try to hide it because this is actually for adults, you know,
Yeah, this is
for young
definitely just
adults.
furry bait for sure.
Yeah,
Like
and I mean,
either
I
your
don't know if
awakening
she
has
ever.
already
I don't know much
happened.
about the creator, but I'm pretty sure the creators are furry, at least like low key.
You know, that's fine. But I was gonna address like this is definitely gonna be an awakening for several kids growing up with Netflix.
So, so you got a furry crush. Who you got on?
Haru and Juno.
Or no one
Yeah.
else?
Nah, nah, not really.
Yeah, when we finish, because you will have to finish season two though to do this, but you have to you have to guess one of there's one of the ones that I kind of that made me feel a little strange in a certain scene. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, and I and it's your game to guess when the scene happens
Yes.
in
It kind of makes
December.
kind of makes me want to jump into it now.
I mean, we might if we jump into early, maybe like it'll be like around December. Who knows?
Yeah,
And we'll
it'll
jump into it.
definitely be around December.
Yeah, that's actually not too far away.
No, no. It's just I
If
want
not December, then November.
November. I'm probably gonna be kind of focused on Pokemon, so
Oh, oh yeah.
yeah, that's coming out.
Do they release? Which one's releasing?
The Diamond and Pearl remakes are coming out the 19th,
Yeah, those are the ones that are supposed to keep everyone satiated, waiting for
and
Arceus.
yeah, yeah. Which I know they're not going to, but it would be nice if the post game consisted of Johto and Kanto from Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Mm.
Like completely remake Gen 4, but I know they're not gonna do that. But that would be cool.
Yeah,
It would justify it, but now we're talking about something completely different.
we are. As
Alright,
is
so that
tradition.
was Beastars episode 11 and 12. 3 out of 5 for me, for both of them.
Yep, and 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 honestly, I feel like even I I feel like you will be more interested in the second season.
I surely hope so, because the only reason why I'm sticking around is because Louis went insane and they have not addressed Tim at all, and I'm sticking around for my
Hmm.
boy Tim.
But I am gonna say that it's the storylines seem like they smoke a little bit too much weed. They
Yeah,
seem a
yeah,
little
for sure.
unfocused. I mean, but honestly, I mean, I guess I'll save my rating. I'll save my season overall rating.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll
say
think about it a little bit more.
I gotta say I gotta think about the season a little bit more, and I'm not gonna lie, the dub kind of gives me a little bit more context because I can understand the social cues a little
Hmm.
bit better. So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
finish watching that because I'm on like episode 6 right now.
Hmm.
All right, so
Alrighty.
thank you for listening us to ramble this long. Like the video and go watch some more of our content if you don't mind. This will be a bye bye.
Bye bye.